Right, we now need to think about color printing. For those occasional jobs where we do need color, we're going to have to attach our computers to a shared color printer, of which there are two types, a DELL and a Xerox. This tutorial is for the DELL, and the story starts with Blackboard. So I'm in Blackboard right now, and I'm going to go down my classes to find Tech at ASIJ. If for some reason you don't have this as a class, let us know, because you should be enrolled in this. So I'll click on Tech at ASIJ, which is where we have all of our tech help and tutorials. This one is going to live in the ES. So when we go to ES, just a quick reminder, here are some of our tutorials available for us. And we're going to focus on getting started with your new MacBook. And you can see there should be other ones you've been introduced to here for setting it up, folders, and we're going to come down to, here we go, printers. And there's a Dell printer. I put the picture on as well because it's obviously not always that easy to know one printer from another. So once we've done this, the first thing we have to do is click here to download a driver, and this will take you to a web page. Once you're into a web page, you'll see something just like this. And then it says download file. Yes, you need to download this. And preferred download, in this case, single download, we just download now. And then we've chosen to open. We're going to save this file. That should open up in our downloads folder. So once you've downloaded it, you'll see the installer icon right here, depending on what browser you're choosing to use, Chrome or Safari, but if you look at your downloads you'll see this image. So I'm going to do double click, and then that will start off the installer, and this is what it looks like. I'll just exit out of this and you'll see the installer here. So we just have to double click and it will get the installation going. It'll walk you through this installation process, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to continue. I'm going to, for the agreement, for the license, you will have to just click on continue and then agree. Then it's going to ask you about the installation. You're just going to click on install. Then you'll have the password for your computer. This is what you set up during the setup of your computer. We don't know what that is. Nobody does, I don't think, except for you. Well, that should be the case. So once that's done, you click install software. And you can see the software is now going to get installed. And successful. Wonderful. So that's the step one. We've got the software for the printer. I'm going to close out of all this stuff. I don't need it anymore. And then I'm going to go back to my system preferences. We've done this before for our regular printers. There's one I set up earlier. But this time I want to add the color one. So it's back to add again, plus sign. And I have to put in the IP address. And here I'll be putting in ES. Again, I'm putting in a name here, and this will probably stay as people don't necessarily know the lab position. Your other computers, printers will also, they will go to a room number. So mine is ES Lab 1 color printer, and it's a valid and complete address. So one thing I have to do now is change this one down here, print using. What we're going to have to do is select printer software for this one. We're going to have to tell the computer where the software is, so we're going to click add. Well, it's now looking for the software, and the best way to find it is just right here, is to type DELL, and there will be your software right there, the Dell printer. Click OK and add, and that will be the last step. So a little bit more involved than the other printers, the straight black and white printers, but still, once you've downloaded that software and you've found your printer and printed using the software, finding the DELL software on that list that we just did, you should be fine. A word of notice, I would always set your default paper size to US letter. It may be A4, so just be careful of that because that will cause you problems. Alright, color printing for the DELL done.